Let's talk about everything you need to know about the moisture between your flooring and slab, including the flooring materials that are most susceptible to moisture, the sources and causes of moisture in the concrete subfloor, the prevention tips for minimizing the moisture, and how to identify excess moisture in the slab. I can't tell you how many calls I've gotten about this issue, so trust me, it's worth your time. And if this is important to you, I'd sure appreciate it if you left a like on this video so other people see it too. To get started, let's get one thing straight. Water is essential in the formation of concrete. We all know that, right? But too much is a major problem. You need to allow excess moisture to leave the slab before you lay the flooring. It's the moisture lurking between the flooring and the slab that's the problem. And if left unattended, you'd be sorry. First, a few flooring products that may be susceptible to moisture-related problems: adhesives, floating floors, and grout or cementitious bonds. And what's the likelihood you've installed products of this nature? So number one, adhesives. Thanks to restrictions on flooring adhesives regarding volatile organic compounds or VOCs, more moisture-sensitive adhesives are being used. But if the adhesive does not have the correct moisture or pH tolerance, the entire installation can be at risk. Number two, floating floors. Floating floors are often recommended where moisture risks are high, but because of the risk, you'll need a vapor retarder between the subfloor and the flooring. However, if the retarder is compromised in any way, moisture from the slab can still damage the flooring or the finish. Something else to think about: this moisture may not impact the flooring, but will mold or mildew grow because of the moisture that is still present under the vapor retarder? Number three, grout or cementitious bonds. Damage to grout or cementitious bonds happens if the slab was not dried to the required specs before installation. This means the natural moisture migration of the drying concrete will impact the grout. In extreme cases, excess moisture can lead to flaking or chipping of the grout, which, of course, would need replacing. Sometimes this can be minor cosmetic issues, but why take the risk? So, we see that these problems point to one culprit: the moisture between the flooring and the slab. Where does this excess moisture come from? What causes it? And how can we prevent these types of moisture issues? The source of moisture in the slab could be rain, snow, groundwater, leaks, increased water content, even sprinkler systems. So basically any water not necessary for the concrete to harden. Causes for this can be inadequate drainage, poor subfloor protection during the construction process, or improper vapor retarders. Rushed project schedules can even be detrimental if the slab didn't have time to dry. So how do you prevent all of this? Keep the water to cement ratio low. Have adequate drainage on site. Use a vapor retarder below the slab, and give the slab the time it needs to dry and cure. Curing will happen on a stopwatch, but drying only happens when the environment is correct. Consistent temperature, low relative humidity, and the biggest key is time. 30 days for every 1 inch of slab thickness once these conditions are met. Bottom line, don't install the flooring too soon. It's worth the wait, I promise. Finally, we need to discuss how to tell if there is moisture in a slab. The obvious signs are visual. Pre-installation: if the concrete is discolored, red flag. Post-installation: if your flooring is blistering or peeling away, that's a huge problem. Or if your hardwood is cupping or crowning, that is a definite indication of a moisture imbalance. To help ensure a successful installation outcome, we recommend you perform accurate concrete moisture testing on the slab before laying any flooring. Prevention is way cheaper in dollars, time, and reputation. And believe me, I'm not talking about doing calcium chloride testing. I'm talking about the in situ relative humidity test method that's ASTM F2170 compliant. This is the only test that will give you an accurate reading for future moisture in the slab. If you're ready to start testing, we've got you covered. Visit rapidrh.com to learn if this is the right product for you. See you next time.